It's a test not even their most sacred wedding vows prepared them for. Designer Miguel Caballero aiming a loaded gun directly at his beloved wife, Carolina, and pulling the trigger.
Uno, dos.
All to prove the point that their latest product works.
As you can see, my husband just shot me, and this is the bullet as a mushroom. Everything's perfect. The tank top stopped the bullet.
MC Armor.
This is a ballistic tank top.
Designs high-end bulletproof clothing with looks for the entire family.
It's fashion, but it's fashion with protection.
High-end jackets, purses, accessories. There's even a children's line. And business at their Miami showroom and Florida gun stores are hotter than a pistol. You've decided to open in the U.S. market. Why?
We felt it was the moment. The US have a lot of guns, of course, and it's part of the culture. We want to save lives. As soon as we see something as a shooting, a massive shooting, we need to be there.
The body armor is currently a $465 million industry in the U.S., and it's expected to hit over $5 billion globally in the next 6 years. The rapid growth fueled by fears over an increasing number of mass shootings, from Las Vegas to Parkland, Florida.
That's good.
At this gun store in Miami, MC Armor's version of the ballistic t-shirt is front and center. The price just over $500. Gun store owner David Johnson says ballistic accessories have been selling out.
We have a full spectrum, but lawyers, doctors, we have a lot of realtors that go into bad neighborhoods, landlords that have to collect rent. And then also, this is South Florida, the home of road rage. A lot of people just like to keep this in the back of the car, just in case.
What was once perceived as products for the highly trained, now offered to the general public.
The company started by offering this product to diplomats, you had government contracts, but after a bit, civilians. So what kinds of civilians would buy your product?
We have, for example, Uber drivers.
Uber drivers, here in the US?
Yes, yes.
The Colombian company got into the business in 1992. Their native country ravaged by crime and murder, drug lord Pablo Escobar at his peak, and government corruption rampant, creating a demand for anything that would make citizens feel safe.
Tell me about that a little bit, those very beginning products.
Yes, we have done, for example, the Bible. It was for a priest. And
a bulletproof Bible for a priest?
Yes. He has the Bible all the time in front, so he can use it as a shield.
Their fashion line evolving as demand from diplomats, executives, and bold-faced names grew.
We have done kimono for a princess in Thailand.
A bulletproof kimono?
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Their first foray into the U.S. market came after unspeakable tragedy struck. 20 children were murdered at Sandy Hook Elementary in Newtown, Connecticut. Caballero decided to design their first bulletproof children's backpacks, specifically for the U.S. The cost, $500.
So this is a children's backpack, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me about this. As I hold it, it's not too heavy.
No, it's just like a book.
Wow. Okay, so they wear it how? Just like a normal backpack?
Yes, or you're gonna wear it as a shield.
Okay.
So you're gonna take it and use it as a shield.
So when the parent buys this backpack, they then have to explain to their child, this is what you do in an emergency.
Yes, exactly.
You know, I'm the mother of a 17-year-old son. I'm outraged by the idea that somehow, you know, a bulletproof backpack is going to protect him from this epidemic of mass school shootings in our country.
Shannon Watts is an anti-gun violence advocate. She says marketing these products to the general public is not a solution.
It's not the technology that's the issue. These materials are very important for members of the police force and members of the military. The issue is that American civilians are seeking them out because our lawmakers are not doing their jobs. They're not passing laws that would actually stem the flow of gun violence in this country.
Unfortunately, Ballesteros says fear and anxiety does bring in new customers.
We already sold out this.
You're sold
after
out.
the Parkland, yes.
After the Parkland shooting, you sold out.
Yes.
Are you prepared for the backlash? Because there will be one. People will say this is a company making a lot of money off of fear.
But it's not about fear. It's about protection.
Only a few products like this $299 purse claim to protect customers from higher caliber weapons, like an AR-15 semi-automatic rifle.
Nobody would blink an eye at this.
You can open it.
Right?
Both sides.
Okay, okay.
So,
and then it falls
you're
out.
gonna open it, and you're gonna have the full protection. It's already bulletproof.
Right there?
Yes.
Yeah.
But here you have also a level 4 plate. You
Leave
can
it
put
here.
this into your neck.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna have
Oh, yep, it
your
fits easily over
area,
there.
so you can react.
Wow, and so I can move
This is
with some
the
protection.
hardest protection,
Wow.
level 4.
Level 4, so an AR-15, no problem.
No problem.
Currently, there are 310 million guns in the U.S., which has given way to a growing market of people seeking protection. Abbas Haider and Robert Davis saw the opportunity, so they started Aspetto Inc., the first company in the U.S. to offer ballistic couture.
In the time since the doors opened here in this store, has the profile of who's walking in off the street changed?
Yes, I would definitely say so. Now we get a lot more celebrities and politicians.
The suits costing clients anywhere from $5,000 to $9,000.
This cut is more Italian.
It's gorgeous. I mean, it's gorgeous. And the
tie is Aspetto, the shirt
Yep.
is Aspetto.
The fabrics and material, all as unique as the product itself.
Some of our fabrics are the same brands that go out to your high-end brands like YSL and Versace's on their custom side, and we're offering that with ballistic.
They invited us into their factory in South Florida.
This is our first factory. This is where all the magic happens.
and this is the pattern, right?
These patterns are for ballistic vests, but we do the same thing for ballistic suits as well.
And each of these sheets that we see here, this is money to you guys.
This is the product that saves lives.
Yeah.
This creates the best chance for their life being saved.
They've let us in because they want us to see how they test their product up to government standard.
With a touch of a button, a bullet lodged into the product.
Yeah, you barely heard it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So here we have where the penetration was.
And what kind of bullet was that?
This is 9mm.
This is a 9mm. So this is a very common bullet that people need protecting from.
It is.
Yeah,
it
okay.
is. So we'll go ahead and show the panel itself. Here we have
There's no break.
no break.
So the
no
bullet didn't
penetration.
even get, yeah.
Yep, and here's the front side again.
Yep. So it went in, and then on the back side, no penetration.
Although most of their clients work for the U.S. government, they say more and more everyday Americans are willing to splurge. Like Henry Ross, a former Marine now working in the security industry.
It's going to fit you perfectly, this customized ballistic undershirt.
Despite his expertise, he says he sees the shirt as a backup, a form of defense for the unexpected.
This is several $100s. Why choose this?
Well, it's the same reason you buy a first aid kit. You don't buy it because you want to use it, right? You buy it because if you don't have it when you need it, you're kind of out of luck.
So anyone could walk in this store. How do you know that these suits are ending up in the right hands?
We make sure that we take a background check of each person that's inquiring about ballistic products. Technically, we could sell it to anyone except a few states. It has to be done in person, but we take it a step further. And we just simply want to make sure it goes into the right hands.
Have you ever come up against a conflict?
Yes, we have. We've turned away several people who were even willing to fly into the local airport on their private planes.
Background checks are not required by law for ballistic clothing. However, it is illegal for convicted felons to buy them. A requirement that Ballesteros says their distributors also take very seriously.
The first thing that I see when I look at this is requires approved background check.
The armored clothing industry is just in its beginning stages. Carolina says her team hopes the U.S. will soon be their biggest market.
Women are your target market now. Exactly. Women in the U.S. specifically.
Exactly.
And why is that?
Why? Because women are learning about guns and learning about safety and security, so they want to know how to care their family, their ones they love. So they're beginning to use a lot of products.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.